Good afternoon and welcome to Høyres Park for this afternoon's National League South fixture between Yeovil Town and Bath City. For younger fans, this might appear to be just another local fixture in a round of West Country derbies this season. But for old stagers like myself, Yeovil was always the local derby, relishing a chance to put one over on one of our oldest and most enduring rivals. So enduring, we've met over 270 times. Within that number, there's been plenty of memorable matches, none better than the 93-94 season when City played the Glovers 6 times, 2 league meetings, 2 encounters in the FA Trophy, a League Cup match and a Somerset Cup fixture. City won 5 out of 6 of those, and so resigningly trounced was Yeovil that we even began to feel sorry for them. Didn't last long, mind. Since then, much water has flown under the bridge, and now City face a seriously stern challenge. Undefeated at home this season, Yeovil are riding high at the top of the league. Yet back at 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 Park in December, there is little to choose between these two teams. Can City go one better today? Well, together with myself, 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦, we have all the non-league punditry skills you might require, with Mark Stillman, Alex Lane-Kilticker and Toby Wellington to help you follow the match. We've come en masse, as have the City fans. So Mark, can City pull off a result?
Afternoon, Andrew. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't see why not. I think it's actually going to be a very similar game to the one at 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗏 Park. I thought we were very unfortunate to come away with nothing. I think it could be quite tight defensively. We've been signed in recent weeks. We're unbeaten since then, so are Yeovil. So I don't think there's going to be much in it, but I see no reason why City can't pinch a result here and finally end Yeovil's unbeaten home streak.
City, of course, at that open end, big support from City fans and strong ovations from the Yeovil Town supporters away to our left-hand side. We're in the stand that's opposite the main stand, if you know Yeovil, although both of these stands pretty similar. The only difference, the back of the main stand, a number of executive boxes. Mark, I'm going to ask you to take us through the 2 lineups before going into match commentary.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Well, I'll start with Bath City. We've made 3 changes in the 0-0 draw with Chippenham Town on New Year's Day. They'll be lining up 4-2-3-1 to match up the Glovers. In goal, Slav Huck. A back 4 are Joe Rains, Jordan Dyer, Kieran Parcell and Dan Greenslade. Holding midfielders are Tom Smith and Luke Russ. Attacking 3 of Ewan Clark, Dan Hayfield and Jordan Thomas, playing behind Scott Wilson. On the bench for the Romans this afternoon, Jack Button, Cody Cook, Elliot Freer, Chris Lyons and Oscar Thorne, who renewed his loan spell for another month from Colchester in the week. Yeovil Town have made 1 change from their 4-1 success over Taunton on Boxing Day. It's enforced Will Dawes is out injured. Rhys Murphy, who came on for them in that game, starts. So they're 4-2-3-1 as well. In goal is Joe Day, a back 4 of Michael Smith, Morgan Williams, Jake Wannell and Alex Whittle. Holding midfielders of Captain Matt Worthington and Charlie Cooper. Then an attacking 3 are Jordan Young, Frank Newbley and Courtney Senior playing behind Rhys Murphy. On the bench for Yeovil, Jake Hyde, Dylan Morgan, who's just signed from Taunton Town, Josh Hours, Sonny Blulow Everton and Jay Fulston. The officials today, as I said, they're wearing unusually luminous yellow shirts. The referee is Elliot Swallow. He'll be assisted by Jordan McRitchie and Thomas Coppin. So Yeovil are going to get this game underway. The 274th West Country derby and the first one here in the league for 29 years and 4 months is ready to begin. Yeovil get the game underway as it's played back to Wannell midway inside his own half with a shanked pass to the right hand side which hits the back of Smith's calf. Michael Smith, that is. Thompson challenging him. It's a long ball forward and that's a nice early settler for Slav Huck. Wannell's got it just shy of halfway on the left, lays it inside to Cooper, who drops back into space. Bath City trying to get men behind the ball. Then one over the top for Michael Smith, who was just offside as he rather needlessly just plays the ball against Huck anyway, and it goes out a free kick. But Yeovil a couple of times have tried that long diagonal already. Dan Hayfield, who's been involved in every league game since he arrived in the summer of 2022. A good consistent performer, fought his way back into the team. As Rains got it down the right with a long one for Wilson, who's got the other side of Wannell, who's pleading for offside. He's definitely not. Wilson near the byline with a high hanging ball. Looks too high for Jordan Thomas. He's going to try and get there before Michael Smith, who can play it into touch for a Bath City throw.
Yeah, there was little that Wilson could do with that at that point.
Greenslade's got it on the left, tried to play inside, but it comes off Young and deflects to Russ. Now Rains, midway inside the Yeovil half, central over to the right hand side now to Clark. Wants to get the other side of Whittle. It's a driven ball, it's headed up into the air towards Thomas. Couldn't make the most of it as Young very calmly plays it back to Smith. Michael Smith in the right back position, and his clearance goes out for a City throw. Yeovil went pretty strong, although their Somerset Cup games are actually not fitted among first team fixtures nowadays, because they went on that winning run where they lost in Somerset Premier Cup alongside it, and they didn't acknowledge it in the records. Senior's got it on the left-hand side, inside to Newbley. Crossover ball is a glorious one to Michael Smith, who's got there. He's got Young waiting in the middle, squares it to Young, and Young prods it into the back of the net. Michael Smith, who was involved in 2 of their goals on Boxing Day, it was a simple ball across and guided into the bottom corner from around 6 yards out from Jordan Young. Breaks the deadlock, 14 minutes, Yeovil Town 1, Bath City 0.
Yeah, it was a move delightful in its simplicity. That ball played out to the right-hand side, played well in front of the player, who was able to run onto it, flick it into the centre, and a very simple goal for Young to stamp home. So just 30 minutes gone, and City go behind.
Jordan Young's 12th goal of the season, his first goal in nearly a month. He hadn't scored in his last 3, but that key first goal has gone the way of the hosts. Yeovil Town lead with just under 15 minutes gone. Murphy was almost trying to nine as Rain slips, he takes free kick. It's actually turned into a good ball with Wilson, who's then snapped out by Cooper, who's in absolute agony going for that challenge. I don't think Wilson did much wrong, but Cooper's come off worse. He's rolling around on his back, and he does pick up a yellow card. But yeah, maybe he's left a leg in, is all I can imagine. The referees are much better placed to give it than I am. Tight on the left-hand side, inside to Wannell. Squares it to Williams, who calms play down. Up to Young. This is good play from Yeovil to Michael Smith on the right-hand side. Young's run in field, collects it, and his trip from Russ. He'll probably pick up a caution, I would have thought, for breaking down that attack. Professional foul, you would say, from Luke Russ, and he joins Scott Wilson in the book. Free kick, which is just over 30 yards out on the right. Young's over the top of it, swings it in left-footed. City players were appealing for offside, but it was headed away anyway. And as far as Worthington, back to Young, helps on to Senior, gets up before Parcell. Newbley nicks inside the penalty area, gets up before Greenslade, but Thomas did well to rob it off his toes. Back to Greenslade, who knocks it down the City left. Williams has got it to Newbley. He's moved over to the right hand side for the time being. 21st club, given away to Haven at the edge of the box. Cooper robbed him just as he looked to pull the trigger, and Haven gets back to his feet. I think it was a clean tackle from the midfielder who's shaken off that knock. As Greenslade's got it now, brilliantly turns away from Young and plays inside to Hayfield. Referee plays advantage. Hayfield slides it out to Rains on the right hand side, takes a touch, now to Clark. Wants to get the other side of Whittle, ball bobbles in front of him. Still Clark, cuts inside the penalty area. Now Ewan Clark, left-footed shot is gone over, it's a deflection. It was a really important interception from Cooper, which meant the ball looped off target. But that was really good penetration from the City wide man. Yeah,
Cooper was very close to Clark, and it just flicked up in the air off his boot and away for City's first corner,
which Clark will take. City have got 3 men waiting near the penalty spot: Rains, Dyer and Parcell. It's a low one to Smith, gets a touch, takes it away from goal, back to Clark, left-footed ball is quite deep, and went down in the box, did Rains. The referee's not interested. There was a little bit of a tangle, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. The referee was near enough by to say nothing doing.
Well, as they say, you see them given.
Well, it was unnecessary to have...
Certainly a push on Rains.
It's one of those where the ball is so long, you think you don't need to touch anybody, just see the ball out. Hayfield's got it over to the right side now to Dyer. Newbley putting on a mini press. Rains got it in the Yeovil half, up to Russ, again looking left and right for the options. Thomas on the right now, being swapped with Clark. Weaves inside of Whittle. Oh, that's a foul from Cooper. I don't know why he's protesting. I thought he caught him almost by the shin. It's free kick to City, which Clark takes, right-footed. To head of Dyer, gets a head on, and they do test day this time. He gets a strong glove on it. He was heading for that top corner, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah, nice little touch over the bar by the keeper. I think he followed it all the way, but it'll be City's corner.
It's a long ball forward looking for Murphy. Dyer heads it away to Young, chests it down, now prods it on to Michael Smith. Just inside the penalty area, Young's off on an overlapping run, plays it across, a brilliant block from 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛, who was falling down but managed to get it away, and Greenslade clears. Fairly cold. Start of January as 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗚 does a few keepy-ups and then gets the other side of Russ for the time being. Benefits from the slip from Clark, plays it inside now to Worthington, 35 yards out in central, wants options in front, he goes for a shot, it's completely winded Greenslade, who's gone down. I think he might caught him halfway down his body, let's say, as Thomas has got it on the left-hand side and plays against Worthington for a Bath City throw. Thomas, a left-footed delivery, is a better one, as headed away though from Wannell, straight back to the taker, who watches the bounce, takes one under control, he's got another opportunity to cross, does, left-footed to Wilson, who played it back, he couldn't get it under control, he was hoping that there was an on-rushing Roman. Dyer, 15 seconds, Bath City. Hayfield floats it neatly into the path of Thomas, gets it under control. Has he got time to get a ball in? He's got two men on him, gets the other side of Michael Smith. He does, left-footed ball. Oh, it's just ahead of Hayfield, who came charging in. It's no good for Clark either, as it's cleared, and that's the final action of the first half, which has been a pretty interesting one, actually. Not too many clear-cut chances, but Yeovil made their only one count on 14 minutes when Michael Smith centred for Jordan Young to convert from around 6 yards out past the helpless Slav Huck. Bath City's best opening was a header from Jordan Dyer, who rose well, but is tipped over from Day.
We saw with Hayfield midway through that first half where he was able to capitalise on a mistake, which almost led to a one-on-one opportunity, but good defending, recovering.
It was a good throw-in from Joe Rains, and Jordan Thomas is down the right-hand side. He's 1v1 with Whittle. Whips one towards the back post. It's cleared away by Smith, not far. It's come to Hayfield in the box still. Greenslade on the angle of the penalty box. Out to the left-hand side is Clark. Back to Greenslade's got opportunity to get the ball in the box, does lift it in, and it's cleared away by Matt Worthington, who had dropped in, and now senior to Barnett alone. He plays it up the left-hand side to 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛, and Yeovil are out.
And Michael Smith as well, just an incredible fullback, isn't he, for this level?
For this is ridiculous for this level, and as the ball's given away by City, Smith has just fouled Rhys Murphy, but the referee says no, that was I'm sorry to say it, but that was definitely a foul by Tom Smith, pulling Murphy down by the shoulder. Referee can't stop play because it's not a head injury.
Arguably a one-on-one opportunity he delayed there as well.
Absolutely, it was a misplaced pass, I think, by Ross, who's now making a forward run as Thomas has it, faces Whittle up, cuts inside but is unable to keep hold of it. Now 𝗛𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛's gone down and the referee's given a foul, and he's going to book Jordan Thomas for that, which I think is very harsh because he's really made the first foul of the game there for Jordan Thomas, but in the 49th minute he's got his yellow card. As City are going to make their first change here at Yeovil, and it's going to be Luke Russ who makes way, as we're going to see the introduction of Cody Cook. So clearly City going to commit to that 4-4-2. Ewan Clark and Jordan Thomas are really high on the fullback, so they're not able to go and join in. So now Yeovil are not able to get as many bodies forward, and therefore aren't able to make so many connections in the attack and third.
It's essentially 4-2-4 at this point.
Well, that's surely a foul on Cody Cook there by Morgan Williams, and it is. He brought him down, and then Tom Smith runs into Charlie Cooper. Charlie Cooper went to go and get the ball. Tom Smith, in fairness to him, just stood his ground, and Charlie Cooper hit the deck like a sack of potatoes. So I'm not sure what the referee is going to give here, because Tom Smith didn't exactly do much, but he is going to have a talking to of Smith and Cooper, but 𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗛𝗛 and Worthington are in there as well.
He knew he was just wanted to get the ball back, and I think a bit of frustration came out on that one, and both of them are going into the book from the looks of it, both Cooper and Smith.
Yeah, card for both Cooper and Smith, which I'm surprised at, to be honest, because I didn't think that there was much of it, much of anything for either player. As the free kick's going to come in from the left, it's Clark, it's a high looping ball towards the back post. Williams heads it, it's come to Rains, takes it down on his thigh, looking for room to cross. Good feet by Rains to maintain possession at the moment, still trying to look for an opportunity to cross. He's done well to get something into the box. Cook's flicked it onto the back post. Wilson's missed it. Oh, he got underneath it. Oh, he ran too far forward too quickly, and he got underneath it and wasn't able to angle his head back to get it on target. It was a huge opportunity. Wilson inside the 6-yard box at the back post, but ran ahead of the ball. And Worthington hooks it, and now Murphy's in a foot race with Parcell down the right-hand side for Yeovil. Murphy's got there first, halfway into City's half, and for the first time Yeovil can be a threat in the second half as Young has it now. Going up against Greenslade, Young cuts inside, left-footed, gets it out to the left-hand side now. Senior's got it, Senior takes on Rains, brilliant tackle by Joe Rains. Now it comes out to Whittle. Now Young back on the edge of the box again. Senior, it's got Cooper with room to shoot, has one right-footed, and Huck, oh, he's unable to keep it. He should have caught it, but it's instead gone for a Yeovil corner. It was going a couple of yards wide. Huck tried to catch it and has spilled it out, and now the green and whites have a chance to get the ball in the box. Thomas on the near post for City. It's ball into the box towards the back post. Williams is underneath it. Huck Kane maybe got something on it. Senior's got it now. Worthington still just inside the box. Is Senior now on the right hand side for Yeovil. Tries to cross, comes off Clark, and is going to go for another corner as the Yeovil fans try to increase the noise once again.
Clark is going to come off with Thorne most likely. Judging by who's on the sideline right now.
Well, Thorne had his loan extended from Colchester United for another month, so an opportunity for the young man to come on and make an impact here in the 61st minute. So that's a change on what is currently the left wing for City, although Thorne is going to come straight across to the right hand side, so swapping with Thomas once again. Murphy, 25 yards from goals, retreated a little bit. Here's Worthington. It's given away almost by Yeovil. They managed to recover it. Worthington again. Here comes Young, left-footed. He's going to have a go. It's a really poor effort from Young, and it goes high, wide, and into the Thatcher's goal end. And Smith goes in for a challenge with Worthington, comes off second best. Greenslade wins it eventually, and that's a good ball down the left-hand side from Smith. Thomas has it now. He's got no one closing him down. Opportunity to cross, flicked on by Williams, and it's Thorne who's helped it towards goal, and left-footed. It's gone about a yard wide of Day's post. Day panicked, didn't quite get across to it, but it did take a touch off the defender, it seems, because City have a corner. City's counter-attack almost being something that worked out for them there.
Yeah, dangerous cross from Thomas on the left-hand side, just whipping one in. One of those ones that's just going to bounce ahead of defenders, which none of them were able to get onto. And Thorne did really well there, actually. Good technique to get onto that one. Side foot, luckily came off the Yeovil defender, and now a corner.
Well, corner by Thomas, the man who delivered a moment ago. He floats it in towards the 6-yard box. It's headed away by Wannell, and the referee's blown for a foul. I'm not sure exactly who against, but it's against City. City for quite a while now. Joe Rains now with 2 contact lenses instead of 1. Throws the ball up the line to Wilson. Good touch by Wilson. Beat Wannell to it. Ball into Smith, and Smith unable to control, and the referee brings it back for a free kick, and is going to be a yellow card for Wannell, who did pull Wilson back in the 69th minute.
Oh, I thought Hayfield put it down initially, and I can see him definitely trying to whip it into that top corner, but Thomas, it's perfect for a left-footed player.
Here we go, the whistle goes. Hayfield is the one who's going to hit it. Hayfield has a go. Oh, it's hit the side netting. That's how close it is from the City man. Dan Hayfield whipped it around the wall to that far side. Day had no chance if it was on target, and it's hit the side netting. Still 1-0 to Yeovil, but that was very, very close.
I just looked over towards the technical area, and Jerry Gill actually run over to halfway line and jumped in the air and fist pumped the air. He actually thought it had gone in, and I can imagine from his side that did look like it rippled the top corner.
Further and further towards their own goal. City camped very comfortably in the Yeovil half. It's played down the left-hand side to Thomas. Thomas cuts inside. Williams on his right foot inside the box, hits one. It's deflected away by the feet of Worthington. It comes to Smith, who's cleared it away, and Newblay able to win the flick on, and it's gone all the way through to Huck. But again, City camped in that half and putting all the pressure on. There's a lot of moping and groaning from around us in the Yeovil fans at the moment as Rains plays it forward. It's up towards Cook and Williams. It's come to Thomas again. Thomas on his left foot inside the box on the left-hand side, looking for support from Greenslade. Gets it, whipped in towards the back post. It's a high looping cross towards Thorne, who's got way too far underneath it, and Fulston's going to watch it out for a Yeovil throw. That was a big opportunity wasted in the end. There's 15 minutes to go here in the Vanarama National League South. It's league leaders Yeovil 1, Bath City 0. Low Everton comes forward into the feet of Young. Back in towards Low Everton. Good defending by Parcell on the cover. Dyer did get a touch. Parcell helps it out. It's hit the corner flag, and it's gone for a corner. They're going to take Young off from what I can see on the board, and
very
from
surprising.
what Mark Stillman's told me in my ear. Magic Mark Stillman still giving us all the stats and information as Cooper whips this one in towards the back post. Huck started to come. Wannell heads it down into the 6-yard box and in for Frank Newblay. It's 2-0 to Yeovil. And that was a mistake, I've got to say, by Slavomir Huck, unfortunately. He's got underneath the ball, started to come, changed his mind, and the ball back across. It was headed across by Wannell. and it's in by Nublé at the back post. It's Yeovil 2, City 0.
Yeah, really poor there from Slav Parkas. We said once again completely out of position from an aerial defensive opportunity, and it just completely caught in no man's land really. The header came back across, and then there was a bit of a goal scramble. And then Nublé was able to just at the back post to slot it into that bottom corner. But that's exactly it. Yeovil, who've definitely been second best in the second half, have once again shown why they're top of the league and why they win games, because they're able to grind out those victories. Yes, in the first half they looked really strong, but the second half they hadn't had to do much, and they were still able to double their advantage. City now have a lot of work to do with just over 10 minutes to go.
Worthington in the middle of the pitch. Yeovil happy to keep it whilst they can. Low Everton into Cooper. Now Cooper's going to be dispossessed by Wilson, and then Wilson's brought down. Referee, I'm not sure why, hasn't given a free kick because there's clearly a foul there. But Worthington's having a run here, and Worthington has just knocked it past Greenslade. Greenslade running towards the ball. Worthington's climbed on his back and has gone down. And now it's going to be a free kick against Greenslade because Worthington fell over as Greenslade was running. Worthington's tried to do that thing where you put your hands on someone's shoulder to run around them, but has clipped Greenslade, who's just been booked in the 84th minute for that, and they've both gone down. So very debatable decision there, but a yellow card for Danny Greenslade nonetheless. Scott Wilson, the one-man wall. It's whipped in by Cooper towards the penalty spot, headed away by Kieran Parcell, and it's going to go for a throw-in right by the corner flag. Greenslade is a short option, but he's going to go into the box. It's a big throw by Rains. It's flicked on by Parcell into Hayfield, who's unable to control it, and that's going to go for a throw-in as Fulston stops it from going for a corner. As the ball goes in from Greenslade towards the back post, it's headed back across by Cook, I think, and now it comes to Thomas on the edge of the box. He takes it towards the left-hand side. City have got everyone in the box bar Joe Rains, Greenslade and Thomas. Thomas has got it down that left-hand side, and he's fouled comfortably by Morgan, who's making his debut here for Yeovil, and he's going to get a congratulations card from the referee, and it's going to be yellow. So from a dead ball, and again not something we've seen from Oscar Thorne before. And here he is, right-footed in towards the 6-yard box. A good ball, and it's cleared away well by Fulston. What I was going to say is Nublé's just been announced as man of the match. It's an interesting decision. Didn't think he had done too much before his goal, but City come forward again here, and that's headed back. Oh, and sorry, Day has just fallen on the ball there. The header backwards from Michael Smith almost went past him, and it was almost a chance for Tom Smith to go in and score. Back to Dyer, across the pitch to Parcell, just outside the centre circle on the left-hand side. And the board is being readied. We've got 45 seconds plus whatever's going to be added at the moment as Thomas comes down that left-hand side. Sorry, it's Thorne who plays it inside to Hayfield. Hayfield has a go from 30 yards out. It's well defended. Thorne goes up, wins the header. Hayfield's going to hit another one, well defended by Matt Worthington, and it's going to spin away for Smith to clear from right back for Yeovil. Now Low Everton gets a mini touch on it to help it make it a little bit more difficult for Parcell, but Dyer plays it forward. Cody Cook has gone down off the ball for City as Thorne has it on the left-hand side. It's gone round his man, Nublé, but then it's come off of Thorne, unfortunately, and it's going to go for a goal kick to Yeovil. And Yeovil are coming forward once again. Low Everton, he's got Nublé ahead of him. Low Everton retains it despite playing it straight against Parcell. Low Everton, it's got a player on the right-hand side in Morgan. Morgan takes a touch, and it's him versus Greenslade on the right. Just comes into the box now, plays it across, and it's gone straight into the side netting of Huck's goal. Here's Thomas, who's come back out to the right-hand side to have a go, and he's fouled by Whittle. And City are going to have a free kick with 45 seconds on the clock here, with Whittle getting the booking. There's 9 bookings here today. No, he hasn't. Mark Stillman in my ear asking if Whittle's already been booked. Thomas whips this in left-footed. It's into the box. It's fallen for a City player. I think Greenslade has it at the moment, but it's just hooked away by Morgan in the end. And Huck has tried to control it in the centre circle. He's got it at the second attempt. Plays it now to Thomas once again. Referee's whistle in his mouth. And there it goes. It's a final whistle that City didn't want to hear at this scoreline. It's finished here. Yeovil Town 2, Bath City 0. City very unfortunate to go down by 2 after a fantastic performance, especially in the second half. But Yeovil Town currently 10 points top of the league, with Hampton and Richmond losing away at Braintree. But Alex, a lot of positives to take from that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see why Yeovil were top of the league, especially in that first half. They were controlling the game, passing it around well, defending stupidly well, to be honest, against the City attack that have been formidable this season. Yeah, and then they got the goal, really fine goal, and then went into half-time, felt very comfortable. And luckily, because of that, second half, City came out just positively. They knew they were only 1 goal down. It's a good experience today, because most likely Yeovil will not be in this league next season. City, they may still be in this league, they may not be, depending on if they make the playoffs, or potentially go up that way. But either way, City, they made, like you said, they made a really good account for themselves. Some real stand-up performances, like you said, Dan Hayfield, Jordan Thomas, and Cody Cook, when he came on, looked like a difference maker as well. As we said as well, Ewan Clark, when he was on it, he was on it. The problem was he just wasn't on it the entire time today.
It's really unfortunate for City that obviously Buse is playing for a team in the same league, and that team being Yeovil Town, because when you play away at Yeovil, you want the back line that has been doing so well for City this season, and of course that back line comprises of the goalkeeper. Will Buse has been fantastic, one of the best keepers in the league for me this season. So to have Slavomir Hutt coming in, it's a tough ask for him.
According to my records, that's Yeovil's first double over Bar City in the league since the 1970-71 season. So they've been long and patient. That was 2-0 wins back across Christmas and March. But City have run them close here today, as they did at Tottenham Park. Unfortunately, at the end, it's not enough. 3 points slipped through their fingers. 2-0 win for the Glovers, thanks to goals from Young and Newblade, pushes them 10 points clear, but keeps City firmly in the playoff hunt with a long way to go for the rest of this campaign. Thank you very much to everybody who tuned in today. From myself, Mark Stillman, from Andrew Curzek, from Toby Wellington, and from Alex Lane Kjeltica. We'll be back on air at 7:30 p.m. on Tuesday night for the visit of Slough Town. Do tune in if you cannot make the game. A big thank you to the 616 Bar City fans who are here today, who have witnessed Yeovil Town to Bar City 0. And from the Bar City radio team, it's good night.